Hey guys, what's up? This is Do As I Do. This is a modded Minecraft series. I'm going to be streaming it. The idea behind it is a little different than I think anything I've seen specifically. It's called Do As I Do, and the reason it is because I think there are people out there that want maybe a more streamlined explanation of some mods. And I don't use mods completely thoroughly. Like, I don't figure out every in and out of a mod. I kind of just learn what I need to know. But when you go through tutorials and things, a lot of the time they go through every single thing, at least the good ones. They really should. But I figured, you know what would be fun? Let's actually go through and just kind of set up how I would play the game. We're going to do it in kind of a creative survival hybrid to test things and stuff. I think it'll be fun to actually go through and kind of map out, like, this is what I would do, here's how you use this mod, kind of thing. We're using Crackpack 2. It's actually 2.03 or something. I don't know. It's the newest version as of April 13th, 2015. It's been out for a while. I spawned in survival right next to this damn thing and got murdered. Like, real hard. These Crimson Knights ain't nothing to sneeze at. They, yeah, look at that. Doing nothing. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to get... Yeah, see, no, there's no way. I would have been screwed. I spawned right next to this bajigger. Oh. I'm sorry. I am sorry. They are very mad. I'm gonna leave you guys alone. Okay, so in my previous series, which is now over, because the files don't exist anymore... if it wasn't hard enough, I was going through and I did an episode where I kind of explained how Tinker's Construct worked. But I didn't really do a very good job of actually showing you guys X, Y, and Z kind of thing, so I really wanted to do a much more thorough Tinker's Construct kind of walkthrough. Like, here's your essentials, here's what you need, here's what you need to know. So, let's do that. I would like to get all the materials I need and then build everything myself. So let's go grab, let's see here, can I search and is it gonna be too slow? Let's look up gravel. Oh, this is gonna crawl. But you know what, we're not gonna do it this way because it's gonna take too long, so I'll show you guys some stuff. It'll be fine, don't you worry. Come on. I don't need the facades, I just need these. Apparently somebody tried to swim in lava. Whole lot of those. Whee. Actually, I didn't even think. Can I do this? Nope. It's not gonna let me. Let's grab like a stack of wood and some iron. I know I need iron. As well as probably some of... Well, that's not going to help me. Get in my inventory. Get on my level. Oh, let's see what else here. Glass. Need lots of that. Well, there was glass right there, so I feel stupid. Come on. It's a tricky thing. If you set up your game to be survival, like, I don't know why. For whatever reason, this stuff does not work the way I want it to work. So I'm going to make it work the way it will work. But it's just... It's going to be a pain in my butt. We'll go, okay, from here we'll get things as we need them. But... to start off with, just like with anything, let's see, let's go game mode. That's not many M's. So, alright, we are in survival. Let's make sure it stays the time the whole time. Okay, first things first, with Tinker's Construct. I'm going to start building things, explain as I go. I think that's going to be the easiest way. Keep things moving. So, to do anything, you need crafting tables. So, you guys know how that works. It's just 4 wood, crafting table. what I suggest, and what a lot of things make you do, is you turn it into a crafting station, which you will need. Now, there's a bunch of tool tables you need with Tinker's Construct. They originate around, let's do like 8 of these, and let's do some, that's not right at all. Let's do some sticks. And then, boop. And let's set this down, and then we'll start making what we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now this is a blank pattern. You make the patterns to make the tool pieces you need, and then you use the tool pieces that you make out of like stone or something to make the casts out of really good metals and things. But you also need these blank patterns to make the different tables we need and stuff. So if I actually go look, and to check out any mods specifically, it's you can just go at and then just do like Tinker, because you know that's what the beginning name of the mod is. And this is everything in Tinker's Construct. There's a lot of things. There's many, many things. It's overwhelming by any stretch of the imagination. It's very overwhelming. But have you followed so far? I hope so. Let's see what's next. Let's build some tables that we need. We need lots of tables. There's tables all up here. You see all these tables? We need a lot of them. Let's start with the tool station. So you need a blank pattern and a crafting station. So we're going to need to make another crafting station. So let's go ahead and do that. And then a blank pattern above it. We'll make that. So now you have a tool station. So we get that. What's next? A part builder is a wood block and then a pattern. We have plenty for that. What else we got here? A stencil table. No problem. That's a plank with a pattern above it. Stencil table. We got that. And then I believe there's a tool station. I made the tool station, right? Yeah. There's an upgraded version of that. We're going to make that right now. It's called a tool forge. You actually need some of these to do that. It's an aluminum one. We need an iron one. Ta-da! I'll show you guys what all these things do. Oh my, they gave me books. That's good. You guys will need the books. So there's nothing wrong with having the books. Did I lose some tables? No, I didn't. Okay. So yeah, stencil table, part builder. Let's go ahead and throw that down. There should actually be a pattern thing, I believe. No, wait, is it the part builder? Stencil table, tool station, part builder. I feel like I'm missing one, but we'll find out. We'll find out when I go to make it and it doesn't exist, or whatever. Okay, so again, crafting station is just a regular crafting table. The only difference is that certain things require you to use this as for like a recipe. The other thing is you put stuff in here and you walk away and then you go back and it's still there. That's actually very, very convenient. But yeah, so this thing has a lot of different things. Let's start with the stencil table. This is how you make your stencils for everything. You need the stencils to make the parts initially that you use to make the casts later. So we're going to make an axe. Starting simple. Boop. Let's see. Axes need this. That's pickaxe head. I happen to know this. It's the only reason I can do this without looking ahead of time. You also need a tool binding and a tool rod. That's how you make that. You know how I know that is you go into the machine I don't have. Tool forge. That's the table I'm missing. Is the tiny version of the tool forge is what I am missing. There is the tool forge is a tier up, and I don't need it yet. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see here. Add the stencil table. Part tool station. Did I just not make a tool station? Is that what it is? Pattern above a crafting. No, I did make that. Is it just gone? Okay. A little strange. Tool station. Nope, I know I made this too. I'm confused. Oh, I know why. I'm a dumb. I used the tool station to make the tool forge. Look at me going all, I can do things. I can't do things. Alright. We good. You can make a tool station. And this is how you build your tools, okay? So, a pick, you click on it right there, it'll tell you this is what you need. You need a pickaxe head, a tool binding, and a handle. So this is just a regular tool rod. There's two different kinds. There's a tool rod and a tough rod. This is just a regular tool rod. There's two different kinds of bindings. There's a regular binding and a tough binding. This is the regular one, and then there's a pickaxe head. All these take different various amounts of materials to make them. But that's that. So we have the pattern. So what we can do now is go over to the part builder. Now the part builder, you make basically lower level material items like stone using the part builder. So I'm going to make a stone pickaxe head, a stone binding, and a stone stick, and then use those to make the casts, to make the stuff out of like nice metals and things. So I need some stone. Let's see, does this work? Slash give me stone. Okay, that's one. Let's try 64. There we go. I am learning. Alright, so we can put the stone in and the pattern in, and there's a stone pickaxe head. Let's grab that. We don't need any more of those. We just need the one. Unless you're going to actually make stuff out of this stuff. Then you might need more. Who knows? Tool rod. This is just kind of like a raw material that kind of existed from that. I think the binding only takes a half, and this counts as a half, so you can actually just do that. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Got our three things. Now, we could go in here, click on our pick, and build this thing, and we would have a stone pick. It's a lot easier to make a stone pick the normal way. Just saying. But for this works. We need gold. So slash give multiplier gold 64. Dang it. Slash give gold ingot 64. Dash give. I'm gonna figure this out. Maybe it's underscore ingots 64. Yes. I am so smart. Now we have our gold. We're going to use the gold to make the molds for the casts. So then we can put nicer ones into the gold molds, or the gold casts. I know it's a little chaotic, but if you've been following along and just doing as I do along with me, you'll have the things you need to make this work. So the biggest thing that we're missing right now, and we'll get into what a tool forge is in a moment, but the biggest thing we're missing right now is a smeltery. A smeltery is what you do everything with. That's the whole point of this entire mod, is to have a smeltery. We're going to make a smeltery right now. So a smeltery is very simple. Let's go ahead and let's make a couple different things we're going to need first, and then we'll build the darn thing. So we need some casting basins. We need some seared faucets. We need, if I remember correctly, yep, that is a controller. That's the brain of the damn thing. That's important. What is that one? That one is nothing. That's a controller. That's nothing. It's also nothing. That's a casting thing. That's a casting table. That's an important one. Let's grab that. Let me think. What else? We need the tank to put the fuel in to do all this lovely things, which is just seared brick around glass, which we can do. Whee! Okay. And then is that all we need? Oh, I'm gonna make a window. Let's make sear glass. We'll just make one of those. And we're actually going to hop into creative to do the building part here. Just so we have an unlimited supply of stuff. But now, if you don't know, and you can use the NAI to do any of this stuff, it's not hard to figure out. But if you don't know how to make seared bricks, I'll just explain it very quickly. A little clay ball, a sand, and a gravel. Throw them in a crafting table. You get 2 grout out of that. smelt the grout. Grout gets you seared bricks. That's these. Very simple. That's all it is. The only other, you could also do a block of clay, which is 4 little clay balls. So do a block of clay, 4 sand, 4 gravel. You're going to fill out your entire crafting thing. All nice. You can do a lot more faster if you want to do it that way. But then, yeah, you get twice the output back of grout. So if you put in 64 of everything, load up that thing as much as it goes, you'll get 2 stacks of grout back out of it. So, or no, wouldn't that be, that might be more. No, that's 8 stacks? It's 8 stacks. It's a lot, but you need a lot. Yeah, 1 grout comes out to 1 seared brick, and 4 seared bricks equal your bigger bricks here, which is what you build the thing out of. So, let's do this quick. Don't want any bad guys coming. I see a creeper over there. Oh, the little baby one. Alright, let's make this thing. So first off, we need to make the floor. Game mode. Creative. Okay, so the floor of this thing is like so. You make a 3x3 hole. And you load it up. Okay, you're basically just making a box. And you're surrounding it with this stuff. It is very nice. From here, you just build up. That's all it is. That's it. There's a couple things you want to note. You don't need to have seared bricks underneath these ones. Not necessary. You also don't need corners. I put the corners in sometimes because I like corners. But that's it. You don't need them. Okay? This already is on its way to being a very functional smeltery. Now we need to start putting in the controllers and things that we need to make it a functional smeltery. So, let's start with the controller. Let's just pop that one out and put it right there. Now, when this thing is functional, this will light up. There'll be a little flame animation here. You'll know it's working great. It's not working yet. There's a couple other things you need. The biggest one is a seared tank. It'll work now. That's all it takes, actually. Just 2 things. It's pretty simple. But the seared tank won't do anything without lava. We'll get lava once we get this thing built. But for now, this works. Now you need a way to get all of your lovely alloys and ores and metals and all those things out of this thing. Well, the easiest way to do that is with casting basins and casting tables. Basically, a casting basin is just a place to pour down your stuff. There, now we have a place to pour blocks of things. And I'm actually going to do that along all 3 of these exterior sides. We're going to have a lot. Now you might be wondering, how do you get them out? This is just blocks, and this is just things to put them in. We actually need a smeltery drain, and I haven't made that yet. Let's see if I can just find by searching here and then grabbing slowness. There we go. Smeltery drain. Let's put the gold in here for now. Alright. Here's how the smeltery drain works. You don't need ones there, actually. Just do that. There's a tiny hole the direction you're facing, and that's the one you want out. There's a bigger hole on the inside, and the metals go in there. So we'll just replace these. I put them down at the beginning, just aesthetics and things like that. A thing you want to keep in mind. Remember, I'm building this the way I would do it. This is the way I would do it. This is not a mod tutorial that's step by step. Here's exactly how to do everything. This is how I would do it. You don't need 9 casting basins. You need none. You don't need any. You don't have to do it that way. You can do 1. You can do 4. You can do 9. You can do even more if you keep stacking up and putting on more. Yeah, so just take that with a grain of salt. You know, like if you're a little overwhelmed with the material costs, you don't need as many as I'm actually placing down. Like, this is just how I do it. I go and put 9 down right away because I'm aware of what it's going to end up taking later. And so I actually farm up as much of the materials as I can. Let's go ahead and make this a little taller. The reason you're making it taller is because right now you can only smelt 9 things at a time, because you can see it only fits 9 blocks inside of this thing. So let's go up a little. Let's actually bust out some of that glass. Now, this is a special glass. You can't use regular glass. This glass is seared glass, and it works great for what we're doing. Let's get these down too, just so it looks nice and cohesive. That's that. Alright, that is a weird glitch, but okay. Now, one of the other big things you need is a casting table. Just like the casting basins, this is a place to pour stuff. This is where you actually pour the casts for the tools you're going to make. Casting basins, this is just a way to get the metals out fast. Because here you can pour out 9 ingots at once to make just a block of stuff. This you can pour out 1 ingot at a time. So you can do, again, you could do all casting tables all the way around, and then you could do a block at a time. Whereas right now I can do 9 blocks at a time. It's very nice. Guess what? This needs a drain as well. Because you need a drain to go down to the thing. Now, remember these little faucets? You need the faucets. Faucets are important. You put them on the drains. That's the only way they will drain. Is you put the faucets on. When you want to drain stuff out, you right click and it will pour out whatever is at the bottom of your smeltery. That's that. This is a functional smeltery. This is a very functional smeltery. If anything, what we're going to do now, we're going to make it a little bit taller. And then we are going to seal her up. Now, some things you should know of the smeltery. It can be as tall as you want. It could be 80,000 blocks high. It doesn't matter. Hello, Let It Shine at 99. Thank you for joining my stream. Let's get these in, and we'll just put a little roof on. You don't need a roof either. I like a roof. I think it looks nice. That's that. This thing, again, can be as tall as you want. This is just what we're going to do for this example. I usually make mine pretty tall. Mine are like 20 blocks high, but I also have 9 casting basins around. So, back to tool making, because that's what this whole darn thing is for. Actually, let's see. Can I get myself gold ore without having to look it up? Let's see. Gold ore 64. Yes. I am so smart. Alright. So, we need lava. Let's do, guys. Give me lava bucket. Good. Alright, lava bucket. You guys know how to get lava buckets, I assume. Pour it in. That's all it takes. 4 lava buckets. You're done. Now it's full of energy. That's the only way you fuel these things. You just put lava in. You can set up systems to automatically keep putting lava into it, which is actually probably the best way to do it eventually down the road once you get an unlimited supply of lava, which you can do because there are machines that make lava. So, there's that. Excuse me. I had an itch that needed scratching. Alright, so the idea behind this is you melt down stuff and then make other stuff with it. Get it? Simple. So, we need casts to do the molds for the things. Well, casts are made from gold. They're actually made from gold or aluminum brass. But gold is what you're going to have right off the bat. You always will. So, let's just put some gold, let's put some gold ingots in there. So, let's do 3 gold ingots. Now, you can visibly see them. They look like blocks. They're not blocks. They're ingots. Trust me, that's just how it works. And you can see on this little bar here, that's it coming out of there. It's working. See? See? It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's a little slow, but it's working. The other thing, as you can see over here, this is kind of your chart of what's in your smeltery. There we go. Now we have 3 ingots of gold, and it shows it right there. Not super complicated. Now, there's some molten gold. You can see it in the base there. Hello. Hello, molten gold. Let's get the gold out. I'm going to show you guys something kind of nifty. First of all, we need to get gold out. You can either pour it into a casting basin, but we don't have 9 ingots, so it's not going to fill it all the way, so it'll just sit there stagnant in a liquid form forever, which you don't want. So, if you have less than 9 ingots, you need to pour ingots, like pour new ingots. So, to do that, we need an ingot cast. To do that, you put an ingot. It doesn't have to be a gold ingot, just any ingot. Put it down here, and then pour around it. There we go. Now we have an ingot cast. Thank you. Now, to make a cast, it costs 2 gold ingots. So if we look in now, we only have 1 left because we used 2 of them. So, take notes. So now we have our ingot cast. We can leave the ingot cast down. Let's say we want to get that last gold out of there. Let's just pour it right into the ingot cast. Doesn't take very long, and then kablamo. Now we have our ingot back. Pretty simple, right? Now here's the fun and the best part of why you want to do this. It's not the cool tools. Well, it's part of it. That's a big part of it. But here's the best part. Let's take, instead of 3 ingots, let's do 3 ore. 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't know if this happens slower or not, because you're still only doing 3 things, and they're both gold. But if we watch carefully, while these go ahead and smelt away, when they're done smelting, we'll see them jump over into the smeltery window as liquid gold. Except the biggest difference is that we will not have 3 gold ingots. You'll see momentarily here what we will have. Oh, we have 6 gold ingots. Yes, that's how the smeltery works. It doubles your output when you use it to smelt gold, as opposed to using a regular vanilla furnace. So gold ore, any ore for that matter, not just gold, throw it in your smeltery. I cannot stress this enough. There's a lot of mod packs. Most of them have Tinker's Construct. This is one of your best options for doing that. There's other options. There's pulverizers, which are from a different mod pack. You pulverize the ore, and you get 2 gold powder dust, gold dust probably, 2 gold dust, and then you smelt those into 2 ingots. Same doubling of the output. There's also like a sag mill, I think it's called, sag mill, I don't know. That's a thing too, and it's a different thing, and there's alloy smelters and all these different things. But this is the base. This is where you start. This is the beginning. So keep that in mind when you're doing this Tinker's Construct stuff, is that you will never use furnaces again when it comes to just getting your ores, because this doubles your output. That's insane. That's a lot. So let's go ahead and let's put in some more. Let's actually put in 9, because we can actually visibly see it in there. So there's all that stuff. The liquid gold is still below that. You just can't see it because it's visually kind of blocking it, but it's there. We'll let that smelt. Is it getting dark? I don't like it. Nope. Don't like it at all. So we'll let that kind of melt down. It's almost there. But we have casts we have to pour. We want to make a pickaxe. So now remember, we have made our stone tools using the part builder before. Now we need to make the gold casts to put better metals inside the casts. So now we have a decent amount of gold. You can actually see the gold is like starting to, like the level's actually getting to be significant. So we got 24 gold ingots. That's a lot of gold. So let's go ahead and make the casts for the pick we want to make. Now to do that, we don't want the ingot cast in there, so let's just go ahead and you know what we need? We need like a chest. Slash give me chest. Mistakes were made. There we go. And give me that back. Clicks. Did it work? Nope, it's just gone. Okay. I just wanted to put some of this in here. Ingot cast, where'd you go? Where'd you go, ingot cast? I'll just do another one quick. Burp, burp. Okay, we have a new ingot cast. Oh god, it's gone too. I'm so confused. Why are things vanishing? Ugh. Do I have an alternate inventory they're not telling me about? I don't know. Okay, well there's gold in there. We're good. Let's start casting these things out. So just like the ingot, let's grab what we want to cast. So a stone tool binding. Let's go ahead and put this stuff up here. Alright, let's pour. Remember, it costs 2 ingots to do this. 2 gold ingots to do this. It doesn't have to be gold. It can be gold or aluminum brass. Aluminum brass, I believe you only need 1. I don't remember exactly, though, so you might want to fact check me on that one. Alright, we can pull the stone thing out, which makes this appear. Okay, we're in creative mode. That's what it is. Game mode 0. There we go. Well, you know what? We didn't need that, but now we got this. And nope, those are gone too. Okay, well, game. Why are you doing this to me, game? Oh, there they are. There they are. I see them. Okay, we're fine. Okay, pick. Head. Pour. Pour on there. Do it up. There we go. Da-da. Let's do the tool rod. Pour. There we go. Alright, now let's take and we'll just throw the stone stuff in here because we don't need it. And then we'll go ahead and make ourselves a pick. Now, you can use pretty much any kind of metal to make this stuff. Ideally, though, you'd like to be able to make higher-end alloys. Now, there's a couple things I'd like to make. I think we're going to make a couple different picks, ranging in tiers based on the mod pack that we're using. We're using Crack Pack. If you didn't know, that's what we're doing. So, we're going to start with something really simple. So, let's look up, actually, how to make steel. Let's see here. There's Ender IO steel. Is that the kind of steel we want to make? I don't actually know. There's molten black steel, molten steel. Molten steel from metallurgy. How do you make that? Molten iron and molten manganese. Okay. Let's do iron and manganese. Let's get some steel. Alright, what do we got? We got 16 gold. We don't need the gold in there anymore. We don't need it. Let's pour it out. Now, remember, a block of gold is 9 ingots. So, I had 16 ingots in there. A little bit of math, so you know you're going to have 7 ingots remaining. Well, with 7 ingots remaining, you're not going to be able to get it all out. So, you're going to need your ingot cast, which, again, is gone. So, let's just go ahead and do that. Grab the gold block. And we'll go ahead and just do that little thing, and we'll do that. And then we can go ahead and do this, and what do we got? We got 5? 4, please. And we'll get the last of these gold ingots out of here. And then we'll put some iron and some manganese in. Now, if you weren't paying attention to how I checked how to build that, I'll show you again, because I did it a little quickly, and I do want you guys to understand that you can do almost everything in this game with these mod packs in the game. You don't always need to go investigating online how to do it. I knew I wanted steel just because that's one of the first tiers of things I wanted to do. But the easiest way when you're dealing with alloys, and the steel is an alloy, sort of, is to find the liquid one. There's a whole bunch here. There's steel ingots and things, but the easiest way I found was find the liquid kind of thing. So you see it little animating and kind of blah, 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 blah. Left click on it, and then there's a smeltery melting thing, and that is just this long ass list of crap you don't need to know. Pop over and you got your smeltery alloying. 9 times out of 10 this will be a thing on an alloy. It'll show you this, so it'll show you the ratios too. So molten iron is 144 millibuckets, that's 1 ingot, to 144 millibuckets, 1 ingot of manganese. So iron to manganese, 1-to-1 ratio. So if we put 5 iron in and 5 manganese, we're going to get 2 ingots back of molten steel, so we'll get 10 back. So let's do that. Let's grab, let's see here, slash give me manganese. Is that even the right way to spell it? Probably not. Ingots 9. Nope. Alright. Is that because I can't spell? Or because manga. Let's see here. Manga, N-E-S-E. So, manga, N-E-S-E. No, I did that right. Okay, well, we'll just create it. Game mod 1. Search. Manga. Oh, no space. Knees. Give me like a stack. Again, remember, that's a little strange. Okay. If you have the ores, put the ores in. You get double manganese ore. Put 4 ore in. You get 8 ingots. 8 ingots. It's important. Try not to forget it. It's gonna be weird to get used to at first, but it's super, super beneficial. Let's get back to survival. Game mode 0. And let's load this thing up. So let's put in 9 iron and 9 manganese ingots. And we'll see what comes up. Now, you see there, those are the manganese ingots. They look like stone. That's just because, for whatever reason, Tinker's Construct sometimes doesn't mesh with other mods that well, but this mod pack, they do work. It's just the visual is incorrect. It does work, though. It's going to be fine. It's working as we speak. You can tell it's working because this bar is going up. If the bar did not move at all, it would not work, and you cannot smelt it. But this does work. So, iron's almost done, so the iron's going to pop in first. It'll just say iron at first as well, because this isn't finished yet. So yeah, you get your 9 molten iron ingots. Let's add our manganese. Come on. I believe in you. There we go. 18 molten steel. That's the ticket. Okay. We're going to make a steel pick. Whee! Now, iron and manganese are pretty easy to come by, just regular mining. But a steel pick is better than a diamond pick. So, you want to do this. This is a good idea. Let's grab that. Let's do the... Oh, you know what? Let's go ahead and actually throw some of these things in here that we don't actually need on us right this second. There's that. So let's start doing this. Now, when you're casting, and oh god, hang on. I'm back. I swear. I'm sorry. I had to take a phone call. I'm back though. Like I had mentioned in many other videos, I'm trying to close on a house, so I'm on the phone all the time, and it's a pain in the ass, and it really interrupts streaming, but I can't miss the phone calls. So, let's make a steel pickaxe, because that's what we were trying to do. And I apologize again for interrupting this lovely stream. So, just like making the ingot cast, and just like making all the other stuff, let's just put the pick head down, and pour. Yeah. There's our pickaxe head. Again, it's a visual glitch. It's there. There it is. You see right there. You also know, by the way, by hovering over these casts, what they cost to make them. So it only took 1 ingot to do this. We had like 18, so we have plenty. Let's do the tool binding. Pour. Time set 0. Click, click. And let's do the tool... Oh, I need the tool rod in my main thing. There we go. Pour. Those were half ones, so luckily, since we did do both, we ended up with an even number. We should have 16 correct. Alright. That is our first pick. Let's head over to the tool station. Make the pick. Pick. Binding. Tool rod. Aha! Okay. Here's something not everybody knows. I don't know why people don't know this. You can name them. Doesn't cost XP. None of that nonsense. Just name it whatever you want. Let's call it Old Reliable. Because this pick will do you wonders forever. So, this is a great pick. Like I said, it's a steel pick. It can mine up pretty much anything that an iron pick can. I actually think it can do... it might be able to do... Let's see here. You can hold shift and hover over it. Yeah. You can mine up obsidian with this too, I believe. This is a little bit above diamond. So, this is actually very nice. Glitchy Noobs. Hey, dude. What's up? Yeah, no, this is a great pick. And we'll get into modifiers once we actually make our final pick. But this is the first one we're going to make, just to kind of show you guys what we're dealing with. Now, again, the whole purpose of all this is to kind of show you what I would do in this scenario. And in this scenario, as being Crack Pack 2 with this mod pack, we have other options for these things. So let's go ahead and pour out our steel. We don't need any more of that. But yeah, steel pick is great. It's pretty easy to make. The reason I poured these into 2 is because I'm actually going to... none of these will ever finish. They'll sit here and kind of like glow and stuff. I'm doing great. And Glitchy Noobs, I am doing just swell. Jimmy Swift's dead. Oh well. Alright, I just broke those because we don't need the steel anymore. So I just wanted to show you guys how to make a steel one, because steel's like kind of the base one you'd want to make if you get the manganese that you need, because you'll find iron, you always will. And the manganese isn't that hard to find, so you'll find that too. Let's look at the next tier one. So the next tier one would be a cobalt pick. You can find cobalt in the nether. Now, the best kind of thing that's kind of built in is called Manulin, and this is built into the Tinker's Construct mod. It's an alloy made from two things in the nether, cobalt and ardite. The issue is that ardite you can't mine without cobalt. So you kind of need to do the cobalt one first. But you make cobalt the same way I just did that. You just find cobalt ore, but you can mine it with the steel one. So really simple. And then you make a cobalt pick. Keep in mind, you don't have to make every piece out of cobalt. You really only have to make the axe part, you know. Steel can make chainmail. Yes, it can. It's pretty cool. I've never actually bothered making chainmail because, especially at least with this mod pack, there's a lot of other armor options. But yeah, we're gonna make a Manulin one. So let's grab us some. Let's see if I can do this here. /give cobalt or 5. Nope. Okay, we're gonna have real creative. No big deal. Let's do that quick. I'll do that. We'll search here. Is it ALT? Yeah. Cobalt. Alright, so this is what cobalt ore looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be fine. And then the other thing that goes with cobalt in the nether is ardite. And again, these are like built into the Tinker's Construct mod. So these will be there no matter what mod pack you're running. Ardite are 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's throw them in. Do I have a YouTube? I do. That's where my streams go. Is because I don't always have a lot of people watching me live because I stream at really weird times. So what I usually do is take the streams and just highlight them out, this one included, and then I'll throw it up onto YouTube. And no, don't worry about spamming because I love the chit-chatting, and apparently people don't, and I don't know why. I love it. I think it's fun, and I love the interaction. I think it's a good time. So don't go for it. Talk. I am waiting for this to smelt. Yes, I have a YouTube. I think it is Brain. Ooh, it is. Nope, that way. Look over there. It's on the end. It's by the Twitch thing. Yes. Okay, these are almost done. And we'll see the alloy we get from them. It's purple. Manulin. Okay, so let's do Manulin. So let's put down pickaxe head. Pour. That's a very purple. Binding. Tool rod. Let's do that. Click, click. Alright. Whoa. Oh my. Okay, so we'll do the same thing we did before. Let's go back over to our tool station. And we'll build the damn thing. Click. 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 Manulin pickaxe. Purple mining machine. Click. There we go. Now we have us a old reliable steel pick and a purple mining machine Manulin pick. So we are good to go on that front. Now, let's look at the differences. So, old reliable steel pick. Biggest difference between the two that you notice right away, this has reinforced 2 on it. That's just a standard thing with steel. That's just a steel thing. Good for steel. I don't know what to say. Repair material, it'll tell you steel. To fix this, you bring it into this tool station and add more steel to it. It works great. It'll give you durability. It'll give you effective durability. It'll give you your mining speed, the level. At this it says cobalt, and the modifiers you have remaining. Can I add you on Facebook? I have a page that you can go like, so go like it. That would be my best suggestion. And then we have the purple mining machine. Now, this is the Manulin pick, repair material. Manulin, a little harder to come by because you have to find it in Nether, and it's not everywhere. You gotta do a little bit of work for it. The durability is 3,000, but the mining speed is 9, so it looks a little slower. But the mining level is Manulin, which can mine pretty much anything. There's only... No, I think it can mine everything, even with the Crack Pack Metallurgy upgrade thing. So this is a great pick if you can make it. It's spectacular. We're actually going to make the most obnoxious pick we can. That's the plan. What else do we got? How many left do we have in here? Let's just get this out of here. Get this on out of her. And you know what? We'll use our Manulin pick to break the thing so it goes away. Get out of here. Alright, so we're going to jump to the fanciest pick we can make. This is what I would do eventually. I wouldn't do this to begin with because I can't. You actually have to go to the Twilight Forest to do this. And that's a whole other dimension and it's a whole other discussion. But you can look that up. I might actually go over it in another stream to how to get there and everything. It's not super tough. It's actually really easy. But that's what we're going to do next. Let's go ahead and throw... You know, we don't even need this stuff on us really much anymore. So let's put these in there. We will need the books at some point, but right this second we don't. Okay. So let's go ahead and grab the metals we need. Now. Oh, thank you, Mr. Glitchy Noobs. I very much appreciate it. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's Mr. or Miss, and I apologize because I do that all the time. But thank you, Glitchy Noobs, for the likes and the subs and all that stuff. I very much appreciate it. Definitely leave comments and feedback on everything and suggestions for stuff because I love getting suggestions on stuff I should work on next or more mods I can go over like some of the stuff in Crack Pack like Tinkers. So let's go get those metals I need. Game mode fun. Alright, so the 2 metals you need are Atlaris. Load please. There we are. Let's grab 1, 2, 3 of those. And Mark. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Oh, man. Adamantine, I think. I'm gonna just... Yeah, I got it. It's adamantine. 1, 2, 3. Yes, to play off adamantium from Wolverine and X-Men, and yeah. Everyone knows. These 2 ores, you could just use these. They're spectacular. You will make the coolest tools, the strongest stuff. It's kind of incredible. But we can do better. We can do better. So, let's go ahead and put these in. Get them smelting. Looks like the textures work properly, so that's cool. Wasn't actually expecting them to. Let's pop back into survival so we don't accidentally break anything with our creative power. And then we'll go ahead and make our final pick. And this is the one we're going to go over modifiers with because it's just more fun. Is going with a crazy one. Now, keep in mind, this is high-end stuff. This is like diamond times 100. This is way past anything. Like, this is not your average stone tool by any means. These are the beefiest of the beefy. This should give us, I think, 12 ingots, which is like way more than we probably need. There's the adamantine, and okay, this is tartarite. Tartarite's an alloy. It is a combination of Atlaris and adamantine. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so 6, 6, got 12. There you go. Let's make our tartarite pick after we make a daytime. This is the best alloy in this game right now. There is no better. This is the best you can do. It is at the bottom of the Twilight Forest. You go mining at like 6, and that's where it is. Go down there and find all of the adamantine and the Atlaris you can, and make everything out of it. You can make armor. You can make all the tinker tools you want. It's pretty damn spectacular. This is a great thing. Let's go over to our tool station and build this darn thing. Let's click on that first, obviously. Boop. Boop. And boop. Alright. Tartarite pickaxe. Holy cow. Because this thing is pretty nuts. So, let's just do a comparison to the Manulin pick. So, Manulin pick. Tough question. Can you pronounce aluminum properly? Aluminum. I don't know. Aluminum. I don't know. I always, for fun, say aluminium, but that's not right. Alright, so yeah. So, Manulin pick. Repair material. Manulin. Durability. 3000 base. Without any modifiers or anything. It's pretty crazy. And then your mining level is Manulin. Okay, here we go. Bam! Tartarite. Durability 9,000. Mining speed 14. Mining level is 7. That's actually 2 farther than Manulin. Because Manulin is like 5. And then there's a 6, which is like, I think the adamantine and the Atlaris. And then there's a 7. This pick is insane. It's crazy. Let's deck it out and make it the craziest thing. Aluminium. Aluminium. No. That's not right. I took chemistry once. Aluminum. Alright. Aluminium. Let's do some modifying, shall we? Okay, so let's unveil this tool forge. It's not necessarily has anything to do with modifying, but it's been sitting here and we haven't been using it. So here's the tool station. It gives you all of these lovely patterns that you can make. There's rapiers and longswords and broadswords and shovels and hatchets and mattocks and all these different things, as well as bows and all this. Let's look at the tool forge. Blah, double the fucking things. Alright, so we got hammers, lumber axes, excavators, scythes. You will make a hammer, you will make an excavator, and you will make a lumber axe. These three are your big ones. You will make them, trust me. They are glorious and wonderful, and you will have to look into them yourself on why you'd want to make them, but they are pretty glorious. The biggest thing I can tell you is a hammer mines in a 3x3 area, and it's the best thing imaginable. But it takes a lot more stuff to make it. These plates right here are 8 ingots each. This hammerhead is 8. This tough rod is 3. You need a lot more ingots to make one of these. So keep that in mind when you actually go to make these. Is you need a lot more materials than a standard pick. But yeah, let's go ahead and mod this stuff out. So I'm going to grab some stuff out of the creative land that you can use the pick for. So let's go ahead and, I think I can just keep this in here. Let's actually do 2 things. Let's bust this. I need this. And we're going to set it right there. And then we'll go ahead and put that in there. And let's go into creative and we'll grab some of the stuff we need. And you guys can get kind of an idea of all the different things. So I'm going to need some, probably more gold than that, honestly. Ew. Yeah, no, I need more gold than that. Let's go ahead and go over here. Gold. There it is. I see it. Give it to me. Gold blocks. There we go. Let's do that. Diamond. Gonna need some of those. Nether star. We're gonna need one of those. Oh my goodness, you are the slowest machine. There we go. Apples. Need some apples. Actually, we just need 2 apples? No, 1 apple. 1 apple. Let's actually grab that since we're doing stuff and things. Yeah. Okay, so let's start with let's start here. Let's start here. We'll get rolling with it. So we're back in our tool forge. We need to start upgrading this thing. The first thing you see, it's in there, so it already gives you kind of the base stuff. Modifiers remaining is 3. We want more than 3 modifiers. You want as many modifiers as you can get. Some modifiers are easier to make than others. So let's take a look at the first thing you can do to get more modifiers. Let's go survival to do this. I'm gonna need some regular diamonds as well. Alright. Put a diamond and a gold block in. That changed our modifiers from 3 to 4. Pull it out. There you go, you get your 4. Next is a diamond block and a notch apple. Not a golden apple, a notch apple. They're very, very different machines. If you don't know the difference between a regular golden apple and a notch golden apple, they both say golden apple. That's why it's a little confusing. A regular golden apple is just an apple with 8 gold ingots around it. A notch apple is an apple with 8 gold blocks around it. It's a lot more expensive, but that's another modifier. The last thing is you just throw another star on, you get 1 more. Now up to 6 modifiers. It's pretty great. Now, modifiers are the things that give you these picks, because you can't enchant them. You can't go throw them in a table and get unbreaking on them, and like fortune and things like that. You can't do that. So we're going to put it on ourselves with stuff. So let's do this. Let's go dash gov me. Redstone. Does that do anything? Okay, yeah, let's do this. Let's go 64. That's probably more than enough redstone. I'm just gonna make them into blocks quick. at least a few. Whee! Okay. Lapis, that's another thing. Lapis lazuli. It's gonna be a pain. Game mode 1. That's okay. We're fine. Oh god, I don't even know what buttons I hit. Yep, wrong ones. Lapis. Okay. We actually need a lot of lapis. Quite a bit of lapis. Quite a bit of lapis. Okay. These are the big ones right off the bat. The other one, and again, I mentioned this before. Yes, lapis does add fortune. That's why I need it. You're so smart. Again, I'm going through the way I would do this. I'm not going over every modifier, because this is what I'm going to do to the pick. This is what I would do. I would add to this pick. No, I wouldn't add moss. Moss is an auto repair feature. You add moss to something and it'll auto repair itself. But when I play, I make it so I have lots of stuff. So I am going to have tons of this lovely tartarite that I can just repair the pick with. That's probably good. Game mode 0. Okay. Here, first things first. Redstone. Boop. Alright, so you see the redstone here. Modifiers remaining redstone. 10 out of 50. And now there's a big old haste done and a little red thing. And you see the mining speed is now 14.8 as opposed to just 14. Basically, redstone just makes it faster. It just jacks up the efficiency on it. That's all it is. It's pretty simple here to do the redstone and stuff. Whereas Mark had mentioned, Mr. Glitchy Noobs, that lapis adds fortune. You see a little blue thing right there, and what it does is it gives it luck, and if you hold shift, it shows you kind of how many out of that, but what it does is once you actually cap out the 450, which it says there, then you basically get fortune 3. That's all it ends up being. Now, I could start doing this. I can, see, but it takes a while, and even if I do that, which you can do, you're still doing 18 at a time. It takes a while. Well, this is why you put a crafting station next to a tool forge, is because this becomes a tinker table. If you didn't notice it before, you put your tool in the middle, and you surround it in whatever you'd like to do, and then you do a lot more all at once. You get a little sawing noise, so you know it's working, and now notice there's nothing there. That means that you have too much stuff, or there isn't enough modifiers left. Ah, there we go, bam. There, that is 450. Fortune 3. It says Fortune 3 on there now. We did good. You can do any of the modifying in this table. So it's actually pretty simple. Let's go ahead and add... Let's add some of the... Okay, so I'm too short of getting that modifier capped out. Boop, boop. Bam. Now look at that mining speed. It's up to 18 now. This thing is going to fly. But the thing is, you can stack the redstone. You can actually do multiple modifiers as redstone. So this thing can go super fast. Hello! So let's do... Oh, that's too many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And guess what? We're going to do this a couple more times because this is going to be just hella fast. And I'm excited to test it. No, no, I don't want the bad people. I don't want it. There we go. Now, they will only let you add if it ends up equaling out to... It won't let you go over. It'll bug otherwise, especially on this table. So be careful with that, because sometimes you can kind of break it, and you don't want to do that. There's one modifier remaining. We could put more redstone on. There's really not a whole lot else you want. There's a Silk Touch modifier you can do if you'd like to do that. I don't really bother. If I do that, it's on one specific tool, because I don't need Silk Touch on everything, and sometimes you don't want Silk Touch on everything. So for this last modifier, we're just going to put more redstone, because I had mentioned before, I don't really like using the moss to give it the auto repair. There we are. So now our mining speed is to 44. Mining level 7, so we can mine anything in the game, other than bedrock. Let's be clear, there's some things you can never mine. It's got great durability just from being Tartarite. It's got the Fortune 3 on it, so we can get all the diamonds. Let's go ahead and... I don't know, let's just do some mining quick. So we have to punch our way down through the sand. You know what? If I were to die right now, that would be just awful. Let's do this. Well, you know what? If I even fall in lava or something, I can just, yeah, okay. Okay, break my way down. This is, we're ordering fuse stone. Okay. Look at this thing go. There is just no stopping this machine. It's not quite like crazy stuff, like breaking netherrack in the nether or something. That's ridiculous, but that's because the stuff to break it is so low to actually get it to bust. Sorry, my voice cracked a little. We are just rolling though. Look at this. This is insane. Even to mine, this is copper. Even to mine the copper, it goes so fast. Just bam, bam, bam. It's quick. Add a lucky coin for Silk Touch. I don't know what that is. I know there is a silky jewel to get Silk Touch. I've never heard of a lucky coin though. You know what? Let's just build our way back up with lapis blocks, because who cares? Fill that in. Come on. But yeah, to add Silk Touch on there, there's a silky jewel you can make. Actually, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. At Tinkas. They go through some of the modifiers, but this is, yeah, this is a silky jewel. And you throw that on there to go ahead and give it that Silk Touch. And to make a silky jewel, you need to surround an emerald with silk cloth on top, bottom, left, right. To make silky cloth, it is an aluminum brass nugget surrounded by string. I mentioned before, aluminum brass, not that hard to make. I do believe it is... let's try that. Where's the molten stuff? There we go. Click. There we go. Aluminum brass is a 3-to-1 ratio copper to, or aluminum to copper. So 3 aluminum and 1 copper will get you aluminum brass. So, just so you know for future reference. But this pick is insane now. Like, this is the pick for any avid miner. Unless, of course, you're going to make a hammer, but we won't get into that today. I will say, I make hammers. I always do. They're great. They mine so fast. But you know what? You always move forward. There's picks, then you go to hammers. Eventually you make quarries, and they do all the damn mining for you. It's amazing. So, you know, this is just a little jump into Summon Tinker's construct, what I would start. I'd also make a Tinker weapon here. I would probably make, I think, the last thing I did, I made a battle axe, because it was really fun. But I've done cleavers. Cleavers have the most single hit damage that you can get. Rapiers can hit the fastest. The DPS is crazy just because you can hit so quick. There's otherwise a standard broadsword, a long sword kind of thing. There's bows. The longbow's really cool. There's a scythe for AoE damage, but the scythe doesn't do a lot of damage even if you stack a ton of stuff on it. So keep that in mind if you're going to look into that. There's other modifiers. Quartz gives you sharpness. That's like a tricky one sometimes because you need to get to the nether and get all that quartz, and basically you end up building your super fortune pick first to get all the quartz you need for your crazy weapons, and you just use normal weapons until then. But there's a lot of options. Tinker's Construct keeps growing. They keep adding more stuff. It's really cool. I'm glad that the developers behind it keep rolling and keep adding more things because it keeps going, and it's really cool. So, that being said, rapiers negate armor. Yes, they do. Good point. Rapiers are nice. I love rapiers and battle axes. I think those are my favorite. I like the battle axe because it has a right-click function where if you hold it down and then let go, you'll lunge and you'll get a subtle strength boost. So it'll give you like a temporary speed and strength and jump boost, I believe. Actually, I could probably show you that very quickly, and then I'm going to get going. Game mode 1. Let's go and just type in battle and see if they give me axes popping up. Battle mage armor. There we go, battle axes. Tartarite? Tartarite. Game mode. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go mess up those mages. But to do so, I need some armor that's gonna keep me alive a little bit better than what I have. So, this is also what I use for armor. And we're just gonna put that on, and I'll show you how great that is. It's pretty wonderful. Bam, 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 bam. Would you mess with this dude? How about now? He's got a battle axe. Okay. Where are they? I don't even remember. I think I spawned in this way. Nope. Nope. I spawned in the other way. No, I didn't. I don't know. Where did I spawn in? Because I want to mess up those mages. I really do. Let's do a flyover quick. I will find them because this needs to be done. Oh, it was right over here. I got this. Watch, they're all gone. Yep, they're all gone. That's depressing. No. I want to kill some bad guys. Anybody? Hello? I'm alone. I'm alone. Oh, I'm not alone. I see NPCs. Hi. Okay, so hold down right click. Lunge. Bam. Hunger, speed, strength, jump boost. Hello. I just did 13 damage without critting. If I was to stick some quartz on there and up that sharpness, oh god, I would wreck face. Oh man. Where are you, person? Down below in some sort of cave system. Oh, hello. Oh, it's Paul Soares Jr. I love Paul Soares Jr. He's one of my favorites. I'm sorry, Paul, but I need to make an example out of you guys. I don't even know who that guy was. Mind Shopper, yes. Okay, with that, I think I'm gonna get going. But I think this was a good kind of representation of how I would handle starting a new world and what I would want to get accomplished with Tinker's Construct. And that's definitely getting a good pick. Applying the exact same mentality to a hammer as well. Because, God, those hammers are great. Make sure you make a hammer. If you haven't made a hammer before, make a hammer. Because they mine like a dream. So, with that being said, thank you for watching if you did. Thank you, Glitchy Noobs, for watching live and chatting with me. I definitely appreciate it. Makes it a lot more fun for me. But with that, I'm going to talk to you guys later. So, yeah, check you later.